All right, so we're gonna start with making the sauce. Key is I'm gonna use turkey that I have cooked already. Yesterday I roasted up some Cajun turkey legs. I'm gonna use some onions, but to make the sauce to begin with, we're gonna start with some butter and a little bit of olive oil, just to pop the flavor a bit. We're gonna put in, it's one whole onion, just slice it up however you want. Throwing stuff behind me, like I've done this before. So we're gonna get these just translucent. We don't want a lot of color on them because, well, the turkey's gonna give us a lot of color. So we're just gonna get these going. I'm gonna let these cook for a bit. We'll be right back. All right, so we've got the onions just to the point where they're starting to get soft. They're not getting color really. We're gonna throw the turkey in, mostly just to kind of incorporate the flavor, add some heat, make it look nice. We're gonna add 2 more pats of butter. I roasted up garlic yesterday. We're gonna throw that in there and let it go. We're just gonna let that go, get it a little bit warm, nothing crazy, because again, we're gonna add cream to it. It's gonna heat up again anyway, so everything's gonna be all nice and heated in there. All right, so I'm using heavy whipping cream today. You can use whatever your little heart desires. You want whipping cream, you want half and half, you want milk. You want to do almond milk or be that weird, go for it. That's up to you. So I added the last of that butter. It comes to a whole stick of butter in here. We're gonna let that melt down just a bit. We're gonna add pretty much all of this cream because, well, can you really have too much cream and butter? Cream, butter, and cheese? Not really. So I'm gonna hand that off over there because, well, my sous chef today is hiding because, well, she's in her pajamas already. And the other sous chef who you would think would be over helping me since it's her meal, she's on my couch just under a blanket. She's learning from Ethan, I guess. So I'm gonna let this come to a nice little simmer and we'll be right back. All right, so I have boiling water. We're gonna use cabbage toppings today because, well, that's what the wife bought. So that's what we're using. In the water I have just real simple, just salt, a little bit of pepper because, well, I like the pepper in it. I know people think I'm weird, but I like it that way. So we're just gonna put that in there. We're gonna give it a nice little stir. Yes, I'm using the same utensil for everything. Again, I'm cooking for my family. I'm not cooking for anybody stupid fancy, so we don't have to worry about cross-contamination. So I'm gonna get back to the sauce. We're gonna let that come back to a boil, and I'll see you back over at the sauce. So we're gonna season this before we add the cheese. I'm gonna use a little bit of black pepper. Again, use as much or as little as you want. You don't want the black pepper, don't put black pepper. I'll do a little bit of Italian season. It's about half a tablespoon. You know what, we're gonna use it all because, well, people here like that. I have some garlic powder. Again, it's about half a tablespoon. We're gonna put it all in there because, well, I want it. I have half a tablespoon of ground mustard. Yes, I ground this from seeds because, well, it's what I had and I've come to find the flavors way better. We have some salt. Again, adjust the salt as you go. We're gonna add a little bit just because all that's in here right now is cream and onions. So we're gonna give that a stir just to get that all incorporated. Now I took Kobe Jack, Monterey Jack, and mozzarella, ground it up in our nice little Ninja food processor. I'm going to slowly add the cheese and incorporate it. So all you gotta do is just take it, put it like this, kind of spread it out across it. Give it a nice little mix, let it melt down a bit. Add it again until your cheese is gone or until it's as thick as you want it. So I'm going to finish up, putting the cheese in this sauce, and I'll be back to you in a minute. As you see, the sauce is nice and thick and bubbly and good. I'm waiting on the pasta to be done. I'm gonna turn this off just so it doesn't overcook and burn. Now, because of that, I'm gonna have to use another utensil. Again, a handy dandy wooden spoon. Been told over the years, oh, don't use that, it holds bacteria. If you clean them right, you're good. Alton Brown says, use wooden spoons. It holds a lot of flavor. It doesn't give you flavor in your food. And something tells me Alton Brown might have some idea what he's talking about. So I tend to listen to him a bit. I'm gonna let this finish up. I'm going to pull the cheese off the stove so it doesn't burn, and we'll be back to you in a few minutes. All right, so before anybody says anything, no, I do not put breadcrumbs on my baked mac and cheese. I don't like the texture, I don't like the flavors, nothing about it. But my family says it has to have something on it. So I'm gonna go with Ritz crackers. They're buttery, they're nice. They're gonna add another layer of flavor to it. And they're not gonna give you that sandy feeling to it. So all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take out all my aggression from the bird in the background, and we're gonna crush these up. So, just literally just beat them up. Let your kids do it. Give them a rolling pin and tell them to go for it. Close the bag, of course, because if not, it shoots out and goes everywhere. But if my kids weren't all in, like I said, Madison over on the couch, Ethan's probably in his bed, and Jeremy, well, who knows where Jeremy is. I would have them do it, but since all of them are preoccupied somewhere else, I'm gonna do it. And I'll be right back as soon as I'm done with this, and we'll put this all together and get it in the oven. I leave the pasta slightly underdone. It's gonna go in the oven for 35, 45 minutes, whatever it takes to crisp up the crackers and have it come together a bit. All I'm gonna do now is we're gonna take ladlefuls of our cheese mix. Again, as little or as much as you want. There's no rule to how much cheese you can have in it. There's no rule, except for in my house, you have to have a lot of cheese. But for the most part, most houses will do normal amounts of cheese. Not here. These guys are all crazy for cheese, which isn't so bad. Let me get my wooden spoon back so I can have my magically will appear from behind the camera. But as you see, I'm just ladling it in. We're gonna stir this, make sure all of that pasta gets nice and coated. And I think maybe another ladle or two. That would be perfect. I'll put this to the side. I'm sure someone's gonna come over with a spoon and probably eat cheese right out of the pot. Because, well, like I said, my family's crazy and they will eat cheese straight out of the pot. So we're gonna stir this up. I'm gonna grab, or have my sous chef over there get me pan spray or oil or whatever, something, just so I can, we're gonna put some on this pan so this doesn't get all sticky and disgusting. Yeah, I was gonna say the olive oil is great. We have this cool, and I'm not even sure where we go. We either got this at JCPenney one day or on Amazon. I think we got one at JCPenney and it was horrible. So, but this is great. It has the pourer and a sprayer. So I'm just gonna spray all over the place so it doesn't, probably my counter too. And if there was kids here, they'd probably get sprayed too because, well, they deserve it. But yeah, it's made of glass. It's not a flimsy one at all. So it's definitely worth the money if you do a lot of stuff with oils. Vinegars even could go in it. Before my friends at work asked me, yes, you could probably put liquors in it too if you really wanted to. I know how you guys think, but no, it's a good little toy. So we're gonna take this now that it's all mixed and that's all nice and greased down. We're just gonna layer it in there. So try not to break the pan because then your wife will kill you. So like I said, you just kind of make it nice and even in there. Make it look pretty or not, either way. You know, it's, again, it's yours. Put it in a pie plate, put it in muffin tins if you really wanted to. Do individual ones in muffin tins. Kids would get a kick out of that one, I'm sure. So now we're just gonna take the cracker crumbs, and again, do as little or as much as you want. You wanna leave the cracker crumbs out, I don't want to really blame you. But considering this was Madison's choice, I took away the choice of breadcrumbs from her. So we're just gonna do this like that. I'm gonna take a little bit more of the oil, pop it open a little bit, just to give us a little bit of oil there. So we're gonna get this in the oven, and we'll see you in about 35 minutes. All right, so people have been telling me I'm rushing through the drink portion of this. All of my friends are cooks. All cooks tend to drink. It's after work, you like to have a beer, you like to have a drink. You have drinks with dinner. It's how it goes. Most of them are okay. Some, well, I'd rather them drink than not drink. So today, we're gonna make a drink that I had for the first time, 6 years ago in Daytona. It's called Loaded Land Shark. Had it, surprise, surprise, I had it at the bar called Land Shark over at Margaritaville in Daytona. So we're gonna start with Land Shark beer. It's just a nice little island lager, nothing heavy. So we put that in the glass, hopefully not too much foam. Voila. Like I said, not too much foam. And again, as you see, Ocean Deck. My second, or one of my two favorite places in Daytona to eat and have drinks. So at Land Shark, they use a lime tequila. I didn't have lime tequila. I do have lime rum though. So my brain tells me can't be that much different. So we're gonna try that tonight. So all you do is you take literally a shot of lime rum and literally just dump it into your beer and then enjoy. All right, so I can tell you that with the lime rum, it's a little bit different than the lime tequila, but still, you're gonna be more than happy with this drink. I'll be back to you in just a minute. I'm gonna plate up the mac and cheese and we're gonna finish up tonight. So just out of the oven, so it didn't brown up completely the way I wanted it to, but you get the idea. It did brown up nice. It's gonna be nice, it's crispy, it's bubbly. And I'm gonna plate this up. We're gonna be at the table with the woman of the hour, I guess. Since it's her dish, she's gonna sit down, she's gonna have the first bite. She's gonna let you guys know how it is. We'll see you in a minute. All right, so here we are with Madison. She decided she wanted baked mac and cheese. So baked mac and cheese is what I made her. I'm gonna let her take the first bite so she can tell you how it is. Because of course I'm gonna tell you it's good, even if it's not, because, well, I don't want you to think I'm no good at this. So go ahead, Madison, take your bite. It's gonna be hot. Literally just came out of the oven. I want to say she likes it, but she could just be saying that so she doesn't get poked under the table. But
no, it's good.
So I'm gonna pass this plate off to her. We're gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna let her try the Loaded Land Shark. Like I said, it's just literally a Land Shark beer and a shot of lime rum. I think she was even blowing on that, which is kind of funny.
Oh, I was licking my lips. This is good.
So it's, like I said, you can get it at, we found out recently you can get it at Jimmy Buffett's at City Walk, which is nice. Now I don't have to go all the way to Daytona to get it. But, so I'm gonna hand off the plate and I'll be back to you to say goodbye in a minute. All right, guys, so another week, another family member. I think next week I'm doing chili. We have a busy week, so it's a busy weekend anyway. So chili's probably the easiest one for me to do next week. Either way, nobody's gonna complain because, like I told Jeremy, once we do chili, we can do chili dogs, we can do chili mac, we can do chili sloppy joes, we can do all types of stuff with chili. It's one of those very versatile dishes. So like always, please like, subscribe, share, hit me up for merch. You saw Madison with the shirt on today too. And as always, remember, eat like a barbarian.